now I'm going to go back a little bit broader since we went very, very deep into specifics. Like, what are the common patterns you see when you talk to a client in general? Like, and I keep going back to the intake, 'cause I know that's why you probably want to get the most information, but maybe you could tell me, like, what are the common issues that you take on that you want to make your client or potential clients understand before they retain you? Like, what are the patterns that
Mhm.
you see?
Well, I think something that I see very often is that they don't often, and that's understandable, I think, certainly for a startup, right? They've probably not considered all of the issues that are going to impact their business,
Okay.
um, legally or otherwise, right? So I think another one of the things I try to focus on when we do a client intake and we're talking to a client that's starting their business, I go back to that term corporate audit, where what I would say to them is, okay, we can help you. And I'm going to give you the different tiers, right, or DEFCON levels, whatever, however you want to,
Right.
coin the phrase, of issues you need to be thinking about. So there are things that are just unavoidable. You have to do them from day one. You've got to bite the bullet on that. Then there are some things that you could probably put down the road, and these are like your short or medium term things that you're going to need to address, but maybe you can get away with not addressing them right now. And then there are things which are just good practice as a business that you need to think about. They're not going to really make or break your business, but I think they're important considerations to have, right? So it goes back to my point again about business planning.
Right.
Being able to walk the client through. Now, if I think just as a lawyer, I want them to understand what their cost could be.
Right.
It's true. Lawyers aren't. We charge for the most part by the hour or by 6-minute increments. So we have hourly rates. I do plenty of flat rate work. I think that works very well, and it's sort of a shift that clients expect these days from lawyers. That you should be able to give us a flat fee on this, and especially with all these online services, I think it's important to kind of be competitive, right? As business owners ourselves.
Right.
So I do like to spend the time making sure the client knows what they're getting into, right? From both a commercial standpoint, but even from a legal and cost standpoint. And then something I always do with my clients is I look at what their business is, and where it's appropriate and where I can, if I can introduce one client to another client so that maybe they can work together or get a deal done or better each other, right, and help each other out, I certainly will do that. And it's just been a philosophy of mine that I don't think lawyers should be just cost centers. I think they need to see themselves as real value adds to their clients. And clients certainly appreciate that as a result, I think.